thank you for being here. It is 4:31, and today's date is Tuesday, February the 24th, 2026. And I'm calling this meeting to order, and Ms. Ana, could you please establish quorum?
Yes, ma'am. It's a little loud. Mayor Nori Garza,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Ruben Plata,
Present.
Councilwoman Jessica Ortega,
Present.
Councilwoman Marissa Gerlach,
Present.
Councilman Alberto Vela.
Present.
Mayor, we've established quorum.
Okay, thank you. Next item is invocation and pledge of allegiance. Please stand.
Heavenly Father, we come before you today with gratitude for the opportunities to serve our community. Help us act with integrity, fairness, and compassion, always seeking the greater good of the community we are entrusted to serve. Bless our city, its employees, its leaders, and every resident who calls it home. In your precious name we pray.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next item is the disclosure of conflicts of interest. Ms. Ana, has anything been
No, ma'am,
filed?
we have none.
Okay, thank you. Presentations, we'll be moving on to that. The first one is a presentation of a check from Walmart to Friends of the Spear Memorial Library.
Hello, good afternoon. I am honored today to stand before you with wonderful news for our city and our community. This is a promise. This is an investment going forward. This grant reflects Walmart's commitment for education and our community. First, I would like to start off by saying thank you to the library staff and volunteers for their commitment and dedication. To the community, thank you for allowing Walmart to be a part of this journey. We are proud to serve not only as a retailer, but as a partner in our community. Our library is a hub for students completing homework, job seekers completing their resume, or senior citizens exploring new hobbies. Going forward, this is our commitment. This fund directly supports our mission to ensure that every resident, regardless of their age, background, or income, has the knowledge and opportunity. I am deeply grateful for Walmart, my employer, in recognizing the value and the need in our community. Together, we can continue opening doors, but most importantly, opening one book and one page at a time. Thank you.
Thank you. Would anybody else like to speak?
I'm going to speak.
Okay. And just for the audience to know, you can't see the check, but it's for $21,500. So that's amazing.
It's wonderful. Can you hear me? It's wonderful in the accomplishments that 1914, our community women got involved in starting a library then. So I'm very proud to say for this donation, we will be able to accomplish a library literacy, digital literacy initiative, which will expand its access technology, provide hands-on training, and open new doors of opportunities to our community. Partnerships like this make the lasting impact. When businesses and community organizations come together, amazing things happen. Thank you for believing in our library and in the people of Mission. We are truly grateful for the $21,500 grant for the generous donation from Walmart.
Thank you.
Take a picture?
Okay, we'd like to take a picture?
Yes.
Okay. next item is the 80th anniversary of our Greater Mission Chamber of Commerce.
Mayor, Council, if I can please the chamber staff and the chamber board, if they'd like to join me up here. The proclamation reads as follows. Whereas since 1946, the Greater Mission Chamber of Commerce, GMCC, has served as a premier advocate for Mission, Texas, acting as a regional leader in strengthening vital binational ties through the Mission Alzaduas International Gateway. Whereas for 80 years, the Greater Mission Chamber has remained a cornerstone of the Rio Grande Valley's economic development, championing the unique spirit of the home of the ruby red grapefruit and fostering an environment where agriculture, retail, and international trade flourish side by side. Whereas the GMCC has evolved over 8 decades into a dynamic hub for networking, professional development, and community advocacy, consistently empowering its more than 400 active members through innovative programming and a vision for a sustainable future. Whereas throughout these 8 remarkable decades, the Board of Directors has served as a visionary foundation for the organization, guiding the Chamber to successfully meet the rigorous standards of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce and achieve the national accreditation for the first time in its 80-year history. Whereas this milestone anniversary honors generation of leadership dedicated to making Mission, Texas, a premier designation to live, work, and play, while significantly contributing to a superior quality of life for all residents. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Mission that we do hereby proudly recognize the Greater Mission Chamber of Commerce on the occasion of its 80th anniversary and extend our deepest appreciation for its steadfast contributions to our businesses, our citizens, and the prosperous future of our community. Proclaimed on this, the 24th day of February, 2026.
Okay.
Mayor, I'm going to approve the proclamation.
Second. There's a motion and a second to approve the proclamation as read and presented. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you.
Thank you and congratulations.
Good afternoon, Madam Mayor and Council. On behalf of the Greater Mission Chamber of Commerce, the Board of Directors, our dedicated, wonderful staff, and our membership, it is an honor to celebrate 80 years of service to the City of Mission. The Greater Mission Chamber of Commerce, established in 1946, shortly after World War II, the Chamber was founded by local business leaders who sought to organize efforts and promote commerce and attract visitors to this very beautiful city. In its early years, the Chamber focused on agriculture and trade, particularly supporting the citrus industry, which served the cornerstone of our region's economy. The Chamber also played a key role in branding Mission as the home of the ruby red grapefruit, a legacy that continues to shape our image and our identity even today. Since its founding, the Chamber has remained a driving force in promoting local businesses and fostering economic growth and strengthening the community we call home. We are proud today to stand before you and grateful for the partnerships that we have sustained and we have been strengthened with. Behind me are the Board of Directors, which are volunteers, all of us which care deeply, wholeheartedly about the growth of our city and the well-being of our business. We continue to work hard together to make Mission a thriving place to live, work, and grow. And so this celebration is not only for us, but it is for this whole community to celebrate. For 80 years is wonderful, and 80 years says a lot. There's a wonderful history behind it, and we thank you for the wonderful support that you continuously offer us each year. For it is through your support and also the support of the citizens of Mission that the Greater Mission Chamber of Commerce continues to grow and prosper. We look forward to continue to serve our business owners and our membership as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? No? Okay, we'll go down for a picture. Okay, the next item is a proclamation for Engineers Week. Ms. Anna?
Is Miss Sarah DeBerry here with us? Maybe not, but we do have a very special engineer with us today, Mr. J.P. Terrazas, our co-interim city manager, and also Mr. Edgar Gonzalez. Fable Bocanegra's here, but Mr. Terrazas. Miss Jessie
Oh, yeah,
Salinas.
that's right.
We have two
Any
in the
engineers
back.
that are here today?
Any other engineers
Miss
in
Anna,
the
We
house?
have two in the back there.
Diana,
My son.
come on. Diana and Ralph Ochoa.
Mr. Ochoa.
Engineers Week. The proclamation reads as follows. Whereas the National Society of Professional Engineers initiated Engineers Week in 1951 to highlight the important role engineers play in making a difference in our world. Whereas engineers use their scientific and technical knowledge and skills in creating and innovative ways to fulfill society's needs. Engineering is all around us, from roads and bridges we travel on to the cars and planes we use to ride around. Often unseen, the cleverness of engineering makes our lives easier and safer. Whereas engineers face the major technological challenges of our time, from rebuilding towns devastated by natural disasters, cleaning up the environment, and assuring safe, clean, and efficient sources of energy, to designing information systems that will speed our country into the future. Whereas engineers are encouraging our young mathematics, technology, engineering, and science students to realize the practical power of their knowledge. We will look more than ever to engineers and their knowledge and skills to meet the challenges of the 21st century. Whereas engineering is a lifelong commitment to making a difference. This week is a great opportunity to recognize and appreciate everything engineers do in our communities. Whereas the City of Mission is proud to recognize and we commend their tireless efforts, and we extend our gratitude for their positive impact in our city. Now therefore, we the City Council of the City of Mission do hereby proclaim the week of February 22nd to 28, 2026 as Engineers Week in the City of Mission, and encourage all residents to appreciate an engineer and encourage an inspiring engineer to pursue their dreams. Proclaimed on this, the 24th day of February, 2026.
Mayor, I move to approve the proclamation as read.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve the proclamation as read. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you and
JP,
congratulations.
and that we promised to spoil you this week.
Young-
And if I may, Mayor and Council, just a couple of words.
Young-
I would like to thank the engineering department for all their hard work and dedication. I know it gets very active in hurricane season. They're the first ones to get the phone calls at 2, 3 in the morning. I want to thank Mr. Edgar Gonzalez, who is our engineer and spearheading this department, for his continued collaboration with other departments. He's a really asset to this organization in reviewing drainage reports, subdivisions, surveys, all of our consultants and development that we have here in the city of Mission. So I want to thank Mr. Edgar Gonzalez for his hard work and dedication.
I'm gonna need you guys to come back up for the picture. Jesse. Aquí no veníamos para eso. All right, who's gonna hold on to the other side of this? JP? Sorry, almost took your turn. Okay, the next item is a report from our Greater Mission Chamber of Commerce.
Do we have the, good evening, Mayor and Council. I'm not sure if we got the presentation going. We do? Okay, perfect. Okay. So here's our monthly report for the Greater Mission Chamber of Commerce. You know, the Chamber advocates for tourism and supports local businesses through promotion, advocacy, and networking opportunities. So a few recaps for this month is we celebrated the grand opening of Sabat Learning Institute, which is a new licensed daycare in the area. They do have open enrollment, and it is enhancing our daycare industry in the area. We also accompanied the Mission Housing Authority on their latest milestone project, which we took the moment to recognize everyone that contributed to ensuring that this new build would be wonderful. So congratulations to the Mission Housing Authority on their Anakua Village apartments. And they are available for rent now.
Yes.
Yes, they are. Yes. And then continuing on, we did celebrate a studio, JFM, which is a business in the RGV that is one of its kind. This expertise is not found locally, and it is focused on pre and postnatal fitness. So any mommies to be, they actually have a fitness center specifically for them. So it is located in the Loretto Plaza. So congratulations to them, and congratulations to us to having it in the Rio Grande Valley, first of its kind. And congratulations to Eddie's Tacos, which had a wonderful groundbreaking, a milestone, and it's actually their first location that's a new build, where they get to design and build from the ground up. So congratulations, and we're looking forward to their awesome tacos. And in our destination marketing organization, our Discover Mission, we celebrated our first annual the Citrus Sip-Off, and we highlighted local tourism, cocktail competition, and congratulations to Ancestral for taking home the winning cocktail of the year. And then second place was Moon Mixology Restaurant, which is also here in Mission, and third place was Ranch House Burgers. And we also celebrated Ranch House Burgers with the best booth decorated. So congratulations to our local restaurateurs, and we're hoping to continue the growth of this program and support highlighting the eat and play part of the tourism. And this month we celebrated 11 new members in the community. So we do invite, we want to remind the community and the businesses, you don't only have to be from Mission, you can be from around the area, that we are a resource for businesses, and our memberships start at $2.99 annually. So congratulations for everybody joining us this month. Our annual celebration is here for our Winter Texan Fiesta. It's important to recognize the Winter Texans and all of their contributions that they do to our local economy. So we also want to thank the City of Mission. Because of the City of Mission and your partnership, we are able to recognize them and give them a fiesta before they head back home. We also want to thank the Mission Regional Medical Center and Winter Texan Times for partnering with us as well. So we will be celebrating our Winter Texans next Friday. We're gonna unveil the Loteria Discover Mission t-shirts, so be sure to come by and visit us. We'll have them for $5. We're gonna have live music, a vendor market, and we are, because of our donation of our donors, we're able to donate 1,000 complimentary meals to the first attending. So we actually do have Chick-fil-A and Peter Piper as partners. So we do invite you all to come on by. And in honor of the Women's History Month, the Chamber is celebrating its first annual Women on a Mission program. So we are available for sponsorships and information. We do sell tickets. We do encourage the community to come on by. It does include a leadership and women's luncheon, and it's going to highlight financial literacy and wellness and self-care tips and more information. So we do want to highlight and encourage all the young ladies to come join us as well. And upcoming celebration, come by and celebrate with us. We do have a grand opening for RGV Thrift on the 26th. And South Texas Children's Hospital, there are members and our investors, they are celebrating their 20th anniversary celebration. So come out, kudos to them, and that's happening on March 4th. And lastly, upcoming member perks, we do have a member mixer happening at our very own Ranch House Burgers on the 4th, and also a Lunch and Learn empowerment session by Dr. Adama, and these are complimentary to members. And we also want to invite our members and remind them that through your membership, we do have access to our annual member surveys. There's 2 surveys available for our membership right now, and that's one of them is on advocacy and legislative affairs, on how the Chamber can advocate for the members, and the second one is on the experience of your membership and what we can do to improve. And of course, business annual award nominations happen. We recognize our businesses every October, so we do have the nominations open year-round for Business of the Year, Business Leader of the Year, and the Nonprofit of the Year. And if you're not already following us, please be sure to follow us on social media. And that wraps our report this month, Mayor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, next item is our departmental reports. Those were in our packets. Are there any questions, comments, or a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve the departmental reports as presented. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. Next item is citizens' participation. Ms. Ana?
Yes, ma'am. We do have 6 people that have signed up. And I will start by, everybody will have 3 minutes, and we will have a timer. The City Charter Section 2.36C on Rules of Decorum states, persons addressing the council, any person who willfully utters loud, threatening or abusive language or engages in any disorderly conduct which would impede, disrupt, or disturb the orderly conduct of the meeting, hearing, or other proceeding shall be called to order by the presiding officer, and if such conduct continues, may at the discretion of the council be ordered barred from further audience before the council for that particular meeting. No one shall in their utterances or actions be disrespectful to anyone else, public speaker, city staff, or city council. I will be calling out in the order that we received them, and so the first citizens' participation is April Flowers.
Good afternoon. In recent weeks, many individuals have claimed deep concern for TCF. Unfortunately, their actions tell a very different story. Instead of supporting this historic and beautiful celebration, they've fueled chaos and division at a time when our community should very simply be united. I speak today not only as a TCF board member, but as a King's wife, a King's daughter-in-law, a contestant mom, and a business professional actively working in the citrus industry. 20 years ago, my husband and I invested our life savings into what is now the very last family-owned and operated conventional citrus packing shed of a commercial nature in Texas, and it's housed right here in Mission. Ever since that day, that business has put a roof over our head and food on our plates. So while a lot of people like to pretend that they care about the fiesta and our industry, we are living it day in and day out. It is never not a topic of conversation in our house. This is our livelihood, our profession, and our industry. And the behavior we've seen from certain adults in this community is embarrassing to that profession. I'd like to address a few circulating concerns by these people. First, there's a claim that Fiesta is a financial drain, and that is simply false. We out-fundraised by $58,000, so our revenue exceeded our expenses by $58,000 this year. That does not count 1 penny of the money allocated by the city to us. Second, regarding the complaint that was leaked immediately following our last meeting, that was shared in closed session. It should have only been revealed through an open records request. I'm so disappointed that that happened. The complaint is simple though, and it simply asks that every member of the council follow your city charter. The charter requires that if you have a valid concern, you go through your city managers. What is unacceptable is the intimidation of our board, our director, and attempts to stir up conflict. Even after that complaint was filed, Ms. Ortega, you again disregarded the charter by contacting the King's representative. If there are concerns, the proper channels exist, and we ask that you use them. Finally, it's incredibly unfortunate that we even have to talk about this today. We should be celebrating the outstanding young women representing our fiesta, not chasing these scandals that don't actually exist. There is no misconduct on our behalf. There is no conspiracy, there is no scandal. But what we do have is a leaky city council and individuals who believe they are above the rules.
Mayor,
So
I'd like to have a point of order. I feel that she has attacked me enough, and I'd like for her to stop.
So at this time, Ms. Flowers,
Her time is over.
she'll need a couple, whatever seconds we took from her right now, but just reminder of the order of decorum. There's no personal attacks, no
Okay.
naming
Noted.
specifically of anybody, and keep it,
Noted.
please. Thank you.
Absolutely. I urge the City Council to restore order and hold all of its members accountable. This is your responsibility to your community.
I know I'll probably botch your last name, sir. My apologies. Dante Calisi? We'll go with it. Okay, sorry.
Good afternoon, Council. My name is Dante Galeazzi. I'm the President and CEO of the Texas International Produce Association, or TIPA, based here in Mission, Texas. I have 26 years of experience in the industry and have worked for citrus companies in Mission, including Rio Queen Citrus and Paramount, aka Wonderful Citrus. And in my current role, I'm an industry advocate and work on behalf of the entire region's fresh produce industry. This includes the products grown in Texas and the nearly 14 billion pounds of fresh produce that enter our borders from foreign countries. I also have the honor of serving as the 89th King Citrus, a position bestowed upon me by my industry peers. While I am new to my role as king, I am not new to the role of being an advocate or representing the industry in public forums. Please know that I speak today with the approval of the King's Association. First, let it be known that the King's Association is incredibly appreciative of the incredible job being done by the City of Mission, the TCF Board, the City Council, and importantly, the TCF Director, Ms. Amy Tijerina. Over the last few years, we have seen a marked and incredible growth and improvement of the Texas Citrus Fiesta. Events like the Parade of Oranges is a tribute to the legacy citrus and agriculture has played in this community. And the incredible leaders of Mission, the city employees, and our director, Ms. Tijerina, are directly responsible for that growth. So on behalf of the King's Association, we thank you all for the honor you do our industry, and we hope that the city of Ms. Tijerina will continue to grow and keep this tradition alive and strong. Second, the King's Association has at no time called into question the performance of the director or the city. There are reports that the King's Association has expressed concerns or dissatisfaction. This is false. As I stated previously, the Kings are thrilled with the direction, and we hope the city, and importantly the community, continue to support the growth and the time-honored tradition, especially as we reach for the milestone of 90 years next year. Finally, it is the hopes of the King's Association that this matter at hand be resolved quickly and without further escalation. The fact that the legitimacy of the duchesses, princesses, and the pageant event itself has now come into discussion is very concerning. The expansion of this program to now honor so many young candidates from around the valley should be a testament to the performance of the incredible partnership that we have here today. So I thank you again for the opportunity to speak. I thank you all for your help in growing this event, and it is our sincere hope that we continue to see success. Thank you.
Please keep in mind that our ordinance also states that members of the audience, nobody shall engage in disorderly conduct, which includes clapping. So I'm going to ask that you please reserve your clapping, abstain from doing that. You have all been warned, and if that happens again, we will have to enforce our ordinance and have you removed.
All right. T.J. Flowers.
Good afternoon, Mary Nori Garza, Council. My name is TJ Flowers. I'm the Vice President of Lone Star Citrus Growers. I'm also the 84th King Citrus and proud member of the King's Association, which is the cornerstone of the Texas Citrus Fiesta. Since 1932, we've had 89 kings, 89 queens, hundreds of princesses in her courts, thousands of duchesses participating in the 94-year history of the Texas Citrus Fiesta. And God willing, we'll soon get to celebrate the 100-year anniversary of this beautiful valley tradition. A lot of people don't realize, but the entire purpose of the TCF is actually to promote the Texas citrus industry. It also shines a bright light on the city of Mission, home of the ruby red grapefruit. And it has provided generations of Mission citizens with the enjoyment of parades, floats, fun fairs, product costume shows, pageants, and balls. Now, what I'm about to say won't mean anything to anonymous, cowardly online purveyors of gossip and misinformation whose only goal is to create strife in the community and to attempt to tear down a beautiful organization that has taken over 90 years to create. But there's an old saying, anyone can tear down, but it takes talent to build up. And the TCF has been a showcase for local valley talent for almost 100 years. And I'm not just talking about the Kings. In fact, the primary concentration of talent within the TCF is revealed in the pageant contestants. These duchesses, court queen, etc., are the future of the RGV. They represent the best and the brightest treasure that we have. From the Duchess of Grain Sorghum in McCook to the Duchess of Delta Waters in Hargill, and all points in between, these talented young women come from all corners of the valley, diligently prepare for 5 months prior to the fiesta, and then, of course, they serve for 1 year after the fiesta, representing the Texas citrus industry by attending parades, events, schools, and even the state capitol. So for them, it's the experience of a lifetime. They make lifelong friendships, begin networking, and learn skills that they carry into adulthood, and all the while shining a beautiful light on the Texas citrus industry and the city of Mission and the entire RGV. So who could possibly disparage such a fantastic organization doing so much good? I would argue only the uninformed. The TCF has always had its own board of directors, rules, bylaws, and traditions that include local judges and cross-generational participation. Who better to support the Texas citrus industry if not the families and local residents who are willing to put forth the effort to serve and participate? So I would like to thank the people of the City of Mission, Mayor Nori Garza, and the council members who have supported the TCF in a constructive way. And we should all be thankful for the hard work and professional dedication of the Executive Director of TCF, Amy Tiarina, her staff, and all of the Board of Directors. Fiesta events are bigger, more beautiful, more organized, and attendance and sponsorships are up. If you've noticed a positive difference at these events over the last few years, it's because there has been. And if you can't see the benefit of the current leadership of TCF, it's because you don't want to.
I'm sorry.
The future
your time
is
has run
definitely
out.
bright.
I apologize for interrupting.
No problem.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
The next one is Marina Salinas.
Good evening, Mayor, members of the council. I am here today more than anything because I am terrified of what our city has become and is becoming. I stand before you today as a taxpayer, an educator, and a lifelong member of this community. I am deeply concerned about the city's continued involvement and use of taxpayer dollars to operate the Texas Citrus Fiesta. Recently, I was falsely accused of operating an anonymous Facebook page and making defamatory statements, claims that are completely untrue and made without evidence. When accusations like this are thrown around and recklessly, it highly highlights exactly why the city should not intertwine with this type of event. Taxpayer dollars should never support an organization that fuels division, drama, and ongoing controversy. The issue will not go away. It certainly won't. It will resurface year after year because of the nature of pageants and internal conflicts, pulling attention away from real issues our city should be focusing on, issues that impact all residents. I want to address a complaint that has been made between the Texas Citrus Fiesta and the Boys and Girls Club. A comparison, I'm sorry. These two are not the same. The Boys and Girls Club serves our entire community. It provides a safe space for children, supports working families, and delivers measurable benefits to the public. The Texas Citrus Fiesta, on the other hand, services a very limited group. It is not inclusive of the broader community, and it does not provide the same kind of essential year-round services that justify public funding or city operations. My late father served as mayor for this city for 20 years, and he understood this distinction clearly. He never allowed the city to take over this event for this very reason, because he knew it would bring unnecessary conflict, a place the city in the middle of controversy that does not benefit the public as a whole. I am my father's daughter, and exactly like him, I am afraid of speaking the truth nowhere. I will tell anybody at any time what I want to say. I don't hide behind any anonymous page, and I challenge anybody to bring evidence of such. As a taxpayer, we will not be silenced. We expect transparency, accountability, and responsible use of public funds. I urge this board to reconsider the city's role in operating the Texas Citrus Fiesta and to focus your efforts on matters that impact our whole city. I listened to your prayer, Mr. Plata, and I loved it, where you asked God to bless us and to help us service the whole community as a whole, and I completely agree. I ask God that every night. And I think my dad built a beautiful city, and I hope all of you continue to do that. I know you served with him, and I hope you learned something. Thank you.
Norma Sanchez.
Good afternoon. My name is Norma Sanchez. I come here as a taxpayer and a retired city employee. I'm a retiree and a former board member of the Texas Citrus Fiesta. I have never been so disappointed in the leadership of the city and the Texas Citrus Fiesta as I am today. I am currently a substitute teacher at Leal Elementary School. I have seen firsthand the time, effort, pride, and dedication that these students, teachers, parents, and staff put into creating the float for the Texas Citrus Fiesta. They have participated in over 20 years, year after year, creating a float. They have won many awards, which are very evident when you walk into our school, how they proudly display the awards in the trophy case in the main hallway. Students who ride in the floats have the full support of their families in purchasing outfits and costumes and whatever the students need to ride on that float. After all the hours they put in after school on their own time, they do it not just for recognition, but to be part of a community tradition that was supposed to uplift our students and to continue the tradition. That is why I was shocked and disturbed that our float, which has won many awards year after year, was not even judged, much less looked at. And not only Leal Elementary, but other elementary schools as well, because I contacted each and every one of them. I requested through open records to see the score sheets, to see how they can improve for next year. And I was advised that there was no score sheets available. I asked Amy Tijerina again. I spoke to Oscar Martinez, and he said he would look into it. He had Amy Tijerina contact me, and she told me that there was no score sheets, that when she started from the bottom up, that there was nothing. But yet again, last year, we won based on the score sheet. So how is it? My question to you is, how is it that other floats were awarded? How were they judged? Floats that had nothing to do with the parade theme. The morale at our school was unbelievable on Monday morning. The lack of transparency is unacceptable, especially when children are involved. What should be a joyful, community-centered event has become extremely political. It sends the wrong message to our students. Is that me?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Irma Flores Lopez.
Irma Flores Lopez and Hilda Flores. Hello, Mayor and City Council. Go ahead and, I have a picture of my grandfather. And again, we're not prominent, but my grandfather was a citrus pioneer here in Mission. The picture is in 1928, 1 mile line in Conway. He's the shortest one. And then my great-grandpa, and then his step-brother. Ironically, 1 mile line in Conway, where the parades has started for many years. And I'm here because I'm concerned about tradition. It should keep going. I know there's people from the board here and all walks of life, and the thing is, we all know someone, and we don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. But the truth is, was everyone involved. At the parade, I arrived at 11 in the morning, and we sat by HEB, by the railroad tracks. I saw a board member pass by twice in 3 hours. My concern was that there was a vendor selling fruit cups, and I asked her, ¿Tienes permiso? Do you have permission? No. I'm thinking, wait a minute, the safety. Where is the health department? Where are the board members, or who's monitoring what? Who is selling what at the parade? Now back to the parade, it all started beautiful, beautiful parade. My mother enjoyed it. As a matter of fact, we had 4 generations there. My mother, who's 86 years old, my sister, that I won't mention her age, her daughter, and Vivi, that's 4 years old. 4 generations of a citrus pioneer family. And going back to the pioneer issue, family name, my grandfather knew Mr. Sherry, Mr. Compton, Mr. Holbrook, Judge Flowers, Compton. They would meet in an alley between 2 Mile Line and Conway, dirt road, and have conversations. But my grandfather was never honored until 2004 when Adela Ortega was a museum director and Jed Long was on the board. My grandfather was honored 16 years after his death. And again, that's why I'm speaking up, because we literally have roots. Do you have the picture? So you can pass it on to the audience. We have roots. My sister had her daughter participate in the Prada costume show, and now her granddaughter, and she was Duchess of Star Ruby, and then Lady in Waiting. We were in shock. Wow, family from the south side of Mission riding on a royal float? That was unreal. It had never been done. It had been many years. And then my niece Gabriela got Princess Anna in 2004 wearing shoes from Payless. I'm being honest. And she won. So yes, we're here because we're concerned. We want transparency, taxpayer dollar. My mother, 86 years old right now, is currently on sick leave because she broke her hip at work. But she pays her taxes. A lot of us do here. We all have a voice.
Ma'am, I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
Okay, thank you.
That is all.
That's it? Okay, thank you very much. At this time, we'll go on to announcements. City council and city managers. Yes. Jess, do you want to go first?
Mayor, with all due respect, I'd like to go last this time.
Okay.
No comments.
No comments?
No comments, Mayor.
Do you have any announcements? Or
No, no announcements.
No announcements?
No.
Okay.
No announcements at this time.
Okay.
No comments.
Okay.
I have an announcement, or I want to talk about accountability. I want to take a moment to address a concern that many residents have shared with me, specifically questions about what is happening with the legal matters and spending at the MEDC. As a councilman, I believe we have the responsibility to provide transparency and accountability in every area of city government. When questions come up about public funds, it's important that we address them openly and clearly. Transparency should never be viewed as a challenge. It should be viewed as a responsibility. I believe our community deserves clear answers, and I'm committed to ensuring we approach these matters with accountability.
Okay, thank you. I don't have any comments. Ms. Jess?
Yes. Good afternoon, all of you here. I have prepared remarks to ensure that my comments are clear, complete, and not subject to misinterpretation. I write in response to the February 10, 2026 correspondence entitled Formal Complaint and Notice of Charter Violations by Councilwoman Jessica Ortega concerning allegations related to the Tex Citrus Fiesta, TCF. The Tex Citrus Fiesta is a long-standing tradition that reflects the heritage, values, and pride of the Mission community. As events that are publicly funded and city administered, it is essential that they operate with transparency, fairness, fiscal responsibility, and professionalism. I am addressing the recent accusations that I violated Section 3.08 of the City of Mission City Charter and improperly interfered with the affairs of the Tex Citrus Fiesta. Let me be absolutely clear. These allegations are false and unfounded. They are not supported by the city charter, the corporation's governing documents, or the facts. Moreover, the manner in which these accusations were presented felt less like a good faith concern and more like a personal attack. It is my belief that these claims stem from individuals, not from the organization as a whole. Section 3.08 of the city charter does not prohibit a city member from asking questions, seeking clarification, or ensuring accountability when public funds and city resources are involved. It prohibits improper interference in administrative functions. There is a clear and legally meaningful distinction between interference and oversight. What I have exercised is oversight. And oversight is not only permissible, it is part of my sworn duty.
The corporation's articles of incorporation and bylaws further confirm this. Section 4.1 provides that while the affairs of the corporation are managed by its board of directors, those affairs are subject to limitations imposed by law. The articles and bylaws. It expressly states that the City of Mission shall assist with the management and operations of the Tex Citrus Fiesta events and activities as it deems advisable and allowed by our state law. That language is deliberate. It acknowledges a recognized and appropriate role for the city. It does not prohibit communication. It does not prohibit inquiry. And it certainly does not exempt the organization from accountability when the taxpayer dollars are being utilized. As an elected council member of this city, I took an oath to serve the residents of Mission. The oath requires me to ensure that every organization receiving city taxpayer funds operates ethically, transparently, and with fiscal responsibility. Oversight is not meddling. Accountability is not interference. Responsible governance is not an option. At no time have I directed the board's internal decisions, attempted to override their authority, or acted outside the scope of my lawful role. Any engagement have been conducted professionally, in good faith, and consistent with both our charter and the corporation's governing documents. Furthermore, I will not apologize for fulfilling my responsibilities. I will not retreat from asking legitimate questions. And I will not allow personal attacks to distract from the fundamental issue of transparency and public trust. I deny all allegations made against me in the referred complaint. For the record, at the time my daughter participated in the Tex Citrus Fiesta pageant, TCF was not under the administration of the City of Mission, and I was not a member of the TCF board. I had no authority over nor any role in the governance or administration of this organization. At no time did I state that board members whose daughters participated in the pageant were automatically in conflict. However, as a member of the City Council, I believe it is appropriate and responsible to ensure when an organization operates under the city's umbrella, clear policies are in place to prevent conflicts of interest and preserve impartiality. After meeting with the mayor regarding concerns expressed to me by our constituents of Mission, I discussed the need for the city to adopt formal safeguards, including policies addressing conflicts of interest for board members and the judges. These discussions were policy-focused and prospective in nature. I am particularly troubled by the allegation that I made negative comments about children, supported by a reference to my daughter's experience as Duchess of Honeydew in the year 2022. I did not make such comments. I find it both confusing and concerning that this claim has been attributed to me. Any conversations I have had with the TCF board president regarding matters concerning the TCF were sincere and well-intentioned and driven by my goals of having a fair and impartial judging body so that all participants would be treated equally. To characterize those conversations as directives, pressure, or misuse of my elected position is inaccurate and deeply troubling. My words and intentions have been mischaracterized. These communications were limited, professional, and strictly informational. I also deny any involvement in, encouragement of, or responsibility for negative social media postings. The assertion that I orchestrated or influenced online commentary is entirely without basis and harmful to my reputation. While I understand that this complaint may have been filed from an emotional perspective, particularly from that of a mother, the allegations and personal attacks are directed at the wrong person. I have not engaged in misconduct, interference, or abuse of my authority. I stand firm in my sentiments I shared with TCF then, and I reaffirm them now. I sincerely hope that TCF implements stronger policies to ensure fairness and equal opportunity for all participants. Every child in our community deserves the opportunity to participate and succeed regardless of who their parents are. I also believe that when public funds are involved, there must be appropriate governance, responsible oversight, fairness, integrity, meaningful community representation, and inclusivity, and a clear return on investment of the benefits that the public as a whole. I remain committed to working collaboratively with any and all organizations in a manner that's consistent with articles, bylaws, state law, and our city charter. Collaboration must be grounded in mutual respect and shared commitment and accountability. As so long as an organization is subject to the jurisdiction of the city, I will continue asking questions. The Texas Citrus Fiesta is a cherished event for all of us who grew up here and for our surrounding communities. My concerns were raised with a sole goal of strengthening its credibility, transparency, and a positive impact to our beautiful city of Mission. I stand firm by my actions, my oath, and my duty to the citizens of Mission. And to my colleagues, this is not about me. This is about us. The ability to oversee and hold accountable organizations within our authority, even if it's uncomfortable. And to our directors, staff, and city management, they should be held at the highest standard to protect the city. Thank you so much for your time.
We are now going to move into public hearing, and number 7 is the first item. Mr. Cervantes.
Mayor, City Council, good evening. The first is a rezoning. The property owner owns 2 tracts of land next to each other, and one of the tracts is zone C1 and the other tract is zone R1. So that's why you have a tract 1 and a tract 2. She applied for C2 zoning, so for tract 1 she's asking for, and this is at the corner of Sunset and Cherry, the southwest corner. For tract 1, the applicant is requesting a rezoning from C1 to C2, neighborhood commercial zoning. And for tract 2, she's asking for a rezoning from R1 to C2. And the intent is to build a commercial plaza at the site. Next slide. Next slide. So as you can see, the zoning for tract 1 is a C1. That was rezoned in 2015. And then tract 2 is R1A. On tract 1, there's a house that got converted into an office building. There's a construction company house there. In tract 2 is vacant. Survey for tract 1, survey for tract 2. Photo from Cherry of the C1 property, and then the photo of the vacant property. Comprehensive plan calls for low-density residential. We got a petition in opposition to the rezoning. The petitioners cite that it's not consistent with the character of the neighborhood and is not consistent with the adopted comprehensive plan. So there you have the petitioners. And then we got more petitions this morning. That's the next slide. And Mr. Wood came in right after lunch, and he also signed the petition. So with the new signatures that came in today, they got more than 20% within 200 feet in opposition, so a supermajority vote will be required for the rezoning to be approved. And so there you have the calculations, within 200 feet, 26%, within 400 feet, 22%. And then I always like to list what the C2 allows as of right, and with the conditional uses. And then I have C1. So this went before the Planning and Zoning Commission, and they recommended C1, which is also that's a site plan that was provided by the applicant, showing the proposed commercial plaza for the property. So this went before the Planning and Zoning Commission. There was a lot of concerns from the neighbors. The commission voted for track 1 to remain as C1, and for track 2 to be C1. So C1 is basically a compromise between what the applicant applied for and what the neighborhood desires.
Is that, oh, okay. Is there anyone here that would like to speak in favor or in opposition to the request? Okay, we'll need to come forward. Yes, go ahead. Please state your name.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Marta Villarreal y estoy aquí para pedir la rezonificación de los lotes para la construcción de una plaza comercial que va a embellecer la ciudad, esta parte de la ciudad, y va a traer algún beneficio a la comunidad que ahí está. En ninguna manera se quiere poner algún negocio de mucho ruido ni de venta de alcohol, sino solamente venta de snack, cafetería, oficinas, peluquerías y ese tipo de negocios que vayan acorde a la zona. No se trata de hacer más tráfico del que ya hay. Alguna vez dijeron que en las laterales se metían carros y se daban la vuelta ahí. Creo que esta plaza, al tener un estacionamiento grande, pues los carros van a preferir meterse ahí y darse la vuelta ahí. Comentaron también, creo que los bomberos posiblemente, no sé si les estorbaría. Yo creo que es una zona en donde pues todo el mundo respeta la cuestión esa, ¿verdad?, de los bomberos. Y como le digo, el tráfico ya está existente ahí, porque hay una escuela, porque están los bomberos, y no se trata de que, yo creo que los carros que se metían en las calles laterales a darse la vuelta son los mismos de los padres de familia que vienen ahí. Yo creo que van a preferir meterse al estacionamiento grande, ¿verdad?, darse la vuelta, que a meterse a las calles laterales que están angostas. No se trata de hacer más tráfico del que ya hay. Al contrario, poner una plaza comercial bonita, se trata de hacer una inversión aproximadamente de $1 millón, que es pues algo muy considerable, ¿verdad?, que va, como le digo, a embellecer el vecindario.
Okay. Gracias.
Gracias a usted.
Okay. Is there anyone else that would like to speak in favor or in opposition? Come on down, please, and state your name for the record.
Cole Manfred.
I'm sorry.
Cole Manfred.
Okay. Did you
As
get
you
that?
can tell, I'm not originally from Texas.
Okay.
And maybe West Texas, is that fair? I live on Scout Lane, and all this council would have to do to realize this is a terrible idea is go to the school in the morning when the school is getting in and getting out, and you will see. In fact, you're smart enough to have no parking all on Scout Lane because the track is horrendous. You will be jeopardizing children crossing that street because sometimes the crossing guard doesn't show up. I know my son just graduated from that high school last year. Sometimes I used to have to drive him across the street to go to high school. All you have to do, I just implore you, just go visit, take a road trip, go to Scout Lane and Shari Road in the morning, in the afternoon, and judge it for yourself, that it is a terrible idea. That's all I have to say.
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone else?
Good afternoon, City Council. My name is Dolly Elizondo. I live at 119 Rio Grande Drive and own a business on 305 North Sherry. You know me because myself and my business partner have developed over 6 communities in Mission. We love the city and we thank you for your service to the community, and governance is very hard. But the easy thing about governance is safety for all, including our children. I just want to remind you that Sherryland High School right now has over 150 cars. This information are facts taken by a public information request. They have 150 cars morning and afternoon at pickup, trying to maneuver coming in and out. There are families or older children dropping kids off across the street on the west side. The residents can confirm that live on Scout Lane, on Sunset, on School Lane. It's happening all the way through. Besides the 150 pickup line participants, there's 165 staff and 314 students who maneuver parking in and out. Would it surprise you to know that there's no crossing guard in the morning, and Sherryland ISD does not pay anyone? I think if Chief were here, he could confirm that the PD that is there is assigned there, but he's not being paid by the school district. So it's not something that happens. You yourselves were involved collaboratively and asked Sherryland ISD to inform parents at John H. Sherry that dropping off kids on the other side was not allowed. As a result of that, Sherryland ISD paid and constructed and designed a different setup for pickup and drop off because you yourselves and leadership in the city asked for it. You were concerned about the safety on a 2-lane cross. Sherry Road is a 5-lane cross, and any type of business, even a C1, an office, will lend itself to a family member dropping off a kid on the west side. It's easier. Right now they're doing it with residents who are private property owners. They have no problem doing it, and kids are trying to maneuver and cross over. It is very, very dangerous. And so all I'm asking as a business owner, as someone who frequently goes down Sherry Road, as a developer, is to continue that mode of thinking that safety for everybody, especially the children, is very important, and to deny these items as 7 and 8 on your agenda. Thank you.
Thank you. And please state your name.
My name is Tony Nelson.
Address,
Oh,
please.
and address.
I'm speaking with behalf of Ms. Villarreal. I live on 10851 North Stewart Road.
Okay.
And I understand the concerns of the residents around there, but we all know that Sherry Road is the main thoroughfare from running north and south here in Mission. And Mission is growing, it's on the grow, and the traffic is already there. The business that she's building, like she says, you have to, going by your bylaws and everything, and the laws and the construction, you have to make the parking zone there, the parking area. Like you said, the people that are going to this business are going there, and then they do their business, they park there. When they're done, they leave. They're not gonna be parking on the side of the streets. And I think that it actually help. It's not gonna, the traffic is already there. It's not, I don't think it's not gonna create more traffic, like I said, and that's all I wanted to say.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'm Javier Perez. I live on 2119 Scout Lane. Before I start, can I just introduce the neighbors, everybody that's against here? Would you stand up, please? Thank you. Now, for the city of Mission, I live here. I live right across the school. Over the past probably 10 years, we've invested more than $50 million developing communities here in Mission. All planned, all within city, you know, making sure that the city, that they're safe. And it's not customary or reasonable to have a commercial development right in front of the school where, you know, where the traffic is just horrendous, okay? Inherently, it's a safety issue. There is plenty of other spaces along Sherry Road, on Business 83, to develop commercial real estate. Not only does it affect traffic, but it also affects the character of the neighborhoods, you know? We live right there. People have improved all the neighborhood. We had just some new visitors, some new residents move in to the neighborhood that have improved their property and continue to improve their properties. And I think that over time, the character of the neighborhood will just be degraded. People say, well, the traffic is already there. Yes, there's traffic there. But why are you going to exacerbate the problem by creating a commercial plaza in front of the school? There's plenty of other places that can be developed commercially. And this particular area, I think from all the way from School Lane all the way to Sunset should remain residential for the safety of the kids. And you have those kids, the 300 and some odd kids that are driving, they're new drivers. And every day as I exit, you know, my home and get onto Sherry Road, I see just almost inevitably some almost accident happen there because of the traffic. And even though you have a policeman trying to control the traffic and the crossing guards, they're trying to control the kids going back and forth. There are signs marking that you cannot park on the side streets for pickup, but they are ignored. Nobody enforces them. So we just don't want to add to a problem that can be avoided. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mayor and council members, good afternoon. I'm Sonia Perez, 2119 Scout Lane. And I just wanted to clarify something that the Director of Planning and Zoning stated, which was incorrect, and that was that the C designation that he and his staff are proposing was a compromise between the residents and the owners. We never met with the owners. We never were in discussions with them about any of that. We stand in opposition, and we hope that you deny the tract rezoning requests number 7 and number 8 on your agenda. Again, we did not meet with the owners. They never requested a meeting with us, and there was no compromise.
No, what I meant to say is PNC, that's how they voted. Neither for the applicant or the public.
Okay. All right. Is there anyone else that would like to speak in favor or in opposition? Okay. Are there any questions for staff? Because we need a supermajority, I'd like to ask Ms. Ortega to come back to her chair, please. Can we get Ms. Ortega back? So again, this is going to require, if we don't, well, I think if Either way, we're gonna need a supermajority, is that correct?
Correct.
Either way, so
Yes.
either for or deny, we will need a supermajority, which means 4 out of the 5. So are there any questions or discussion? Does anybody have any questions or discussion? Any comments?
Mayor,
No?
Mayor, I had
Yes.
a comment. I know I stepped away, but in this particular item, what is the future use map of that area?
It's a low density, the comprehensive plan is low density residential.
In that part, it's residential.
Low density residential. Yeah, so it's not in line with the comprehensive plan.
But we already have one.
Yes, so staff feels that the properties along Sherry are in transition to light commercial uses. So that's why staff recommended C1 zoning, and PNC followed staff recommendation to recommend C1, which is the least intense commercial, which is professional offices and things like that.
Mayor, may I just clarify something?
Yes.
So this was under the 20% threshold.
No, it's the petition that we have is more than 20%, so C2 or C1, it will require a supermajority vote.
Okay, this says 19.75.
No, we got more signatures this morning.
Okay.
It was part of my presentation, so now they have the
I missed that
more
part.
than, yes.
Thank you.
Yes, so, thank you, was gonna ask for those numbers back. So within the 200 feet, you have a 26%.
Yeah,
So you
that triggers.
So within the 200 feet,
Yes.
it's almost,
As long as it's 20% within the
Yes.
affected area, yes, then it does
my
require.
point is that it's almost 30%.
Yes.
That's my point. So further out, 40% is 22. I mean, 400 feet, sorry, is 22%. But the important part is that it's within the 200 feet, which is the closest to the property. It is 26% against. Any comments?
Just ready to,
I'm sorry?
I'm just ready to vote.
You're ready to vote, okay. You wanna
I'm
make-
voting no.
What is your motion though, to,
Motion to deny approval
okay?
of C1.
Well, they're asking for a C2, right? Staff is recommending, staff and P and Z recommended C1, but
Yes, you can just deny outright.
Yes.
Outright deny.
Yeah,
Okay.
C2 or C1.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so there's a motion. Is there a second? I'm gonna second that motion. So, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye to deny.
Okay, it's denied.
Okay. Can I have the show of hands, please? Okay, 5-0. Thank you. Next item.
It's also a rezoning. It's a very close to the previous one. This one is at the northwest corner of Scout Lane and Sherry Road. The same petition was used in opposition. This one also requires a supermajority vote. The applicant provided a rendering of the proposed commercial plaza. And Planning and Zoning Commission also recommended C1. But it's very similar, similar case to the one that was just discussed, and just one block away to the south.
Okay. I'm not sure if y'all want to come back up and kind of reiterate what you just said. It's the same property, yes, it's just next door, so. Just for the record, I am going to ask for opposition or in favor or against the item, just for a public hearing area. Would that be correct, Patricia?
I'm sorry.
I do have to ask for comments either for or against,
On the
just
public-
because it's a public hearing.
Yes, correct. So,
Okay.
so in public hearing, the people within the affected area are the ones entitled to speak. If you're outside of the affected area, you would have had to sign up during public testimony.
Oh, okay.
So for public hearing, it's only the ones who are within the affected area.
Okay, Well, since I did ask for the comments, I think I'm good.
Yes.
So if somebody wants to make a comment or make a motion, we can do that now. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to deny.
Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second to deny the item as presented. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. 5-0. Thank you. Next item.
This is the rezoning for the library property, Mayor. It came to light a couple of months ago that it's not properly zoned. So we're processing, it's a city-initiated zoning to properly zone the library property as public district.
Okay, is there anyone here that would like to speak in favor or in opposition to that request? Anyone here that would like to speak in favor or in opposition? There being none, is there a motion or question for staff? This is city initiated. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Here's a motion by Mr. Plata
Second.
and a second by Mr. Vela. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously. Next item.
That's ordinance 5777.
57?
77.
77. Thank you.
The next item is a conditional use permit to allow 2 electric vehicle stations to be established at the EDC property. And that the arrow shows the location of the proposed charging stations for electric vehicles. And that gives you more details. There was no opposition, and Planning and Zoning Commission recommended approval, subject to the list of conditions.
Okay, is there anyone here that would like to speak in favor or in opposition? Anyone here that would like to speak in favor or in opposition? Are there any questions or comments or a motion?
I so move.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion by Mr. Plata and a second by Ms. Gerlach. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously, and that's ordinance number 5778. Next item.
Conditional use permit for a portable building at the corner of Washington and Business 83 for a photo studio. This had been approved before, but the applicant let the conditional use permit expire. That's why it's not a renewal, but it was approved before, and it's for a photo studio. It's a nice little business, and the applicant made some landscaping improvements.
Okay, is anyone here that would like to speak in favor or in opposition? Please step forward. Okay, just state your name and address, please, for the record.
My name's Arla Salinas, 4222 Sunny Haven Street. It's my studio. I've been 20 years in doing photography, and I opened up my studio, and I'm very happy to be in Mission. I don't know, and I just want to be part of that Mission, the 299 thing. So
You need to get the chamber.
yeah, I need to. So
Okay,
that's it.
very good. Thank you. Thank you for coming to Mission. Are there anyone else that would like to speak in favor or opposition? Are there any questions or a motion?
I so move.
Okay, there's a motion by Mr. Plata
Second.
and a second by Mr. Vela. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously, and that's ordinance number 5779. Next item.
The next item is to allow a mobile food unit in an approved food truck park at the Tom Landry, just west of Perkins, and it's for corn.
Okay. Is there anyone here that would like to speak in favor or in opposition to this request? Please state your name and address for the record.
Yes, Teresa Gonzalez, 1714 North Bryan Road. I just want to say that it's not just corn, it's going to be other snacks, but we're going to have alternative snacks for the community. We're going to be healthier options. So we're trying something new. We're working with I'm currently with a UTRGV Market Lab and trying to, just make it not just the regular snacks, but alternative, healthy snacks for the community.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Anyone else like to speak in favor or in opposition? Are there any questions or motion?
I move to approve.
Okay.
Second.
There's a motion by Mr. Plata, second by Ms. Gerlach, to approve the conditional use permit as requested. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously, and that's ordinance number 5780. Next item.
It's a conditional use permit to allow an event center called Monster House. This is at the corner of 11th, west of Perkins. If you can go to the next slide. It was the former Joe Summers Machine Shop. And it's just an incredible, beautiful place. No alcohol, no BYOB, but it has a lot of potential for being a really nice event center. There's some photos.
Are they gonna, I'm sorry, I'm speaking out of turn, but are they gonna try to keep as much of the building as they can?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a great place, and so they have space for parking. It's just a gorgeous facility. Fell in love with the place.
Okay. Okay. Is there anyone here that would like to speak in favor or in opposition to this request? Is the applicant here? Yes? Will you want to come up and just tell us a little more?
Good evening. I'm Ralph. I'll be the manager of the building. The Joe Summers Warehouse was, I believe, was established in 1933. Everything was we try to keep it as original as possible. There's a lot of replica signs in there, a lot of old gas pumps, but you have to go in there to appreciate it. And I think it's going to be a gem for the city of Mission.
That sounds very interesting.
And we're going to try to follow all the laws of the city has, and of course respect everybody in the community.
Thank you so much. I see Adela smiling.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. All right. Would anybody else like to speak in favor or in opposition? Okay, any questions or motion?
I move to approve.
Second.
There's a motion by Mr. Plata, second by Mr. Vela to approve the conditional use permit for an event center called Monster House. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously 4-0, and that is ordinance number 5781. Next item.
Conditional use permit to allow the sale and on-site consumption of alcoholic beverages for the Oriental Walk restaurant that is going to open very soon. It's in the same commercial plaza as the Tacate restaurant. Very nice venue, and so they would like to be able to sell alcoholic beverages with the meal.
Okay, is there anyone here that would like to speak in favor or in opposition to this request? Anyone here that would like to speak in favor or in opposition? Are there any questions for staff or a motion?
I move to approve.
Second.
There's a motion
Second.
and a second. The motion by Mr. Plata, a second by Ms. Gerlach to approve the conditional use permit and also the adoption of the wet zone. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously 5-0, and that is ordinance number 5782 and 5783 respectfully. All right. Next item.
Same thing as the previous case. This is for the restaurant Carnes Asadas Nuevo Leon on Griffin Parkway. This restaurant has been in operation for some time, and they would like to sell alcoholic beverages with the meal.
But this is the first time that they actually ask for the permit, right?
For the alcohol.
For the alcohol, okay. Is there anyone here that would like to speak in favor or in opposition? Anyone here that would like to speak in favor or in opposition? Are there any questions for staff?
I move to approve, Mayor.
Okay.
I do have a question. Is this, it's for 2 years? We're doing,
Yes, to monitor the situation, right?
but this is our first time requesting this.
Yes, the
It's not
restaurant has
enough.
been open. It's the first time that they would like to be able to sell alcoholic beverages with the meal.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay. Is there a second?
I made a motion.
Yes, that's what I'm
Second.
asking for a second. Yes, so there's a motion by Mr. Plata and a second by Mr. Vela. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously 5-0, and that's ordinance number 5784. Next item. And I think that's it for your items, Mr. Cervantes, yes. Next item is consent agenda. Is there anything that needs to be pulled? This item's number 16 through 30.
Mayor, I move to approve the consent agenda, approval of minutes, number 16, 17, acknowledge receipt of minutes, 18, authorization to solicit bids, 19, authorization to solicit and accept grant award for the year 25 for the Animal Society, 20, authorization to submit grant application to the Texas Department of Transportation, 21, authorization to submit grant application to the Texas Department of Transportation for $8,000 with a 20% match. 22, authorization to re-enter interlocal agreement with Rio Grande Valley Communication District 911. 23, authorization to enter into agreement with the Texas Police Chiefs Association. 24, approval resolution
2043.
2043, authorizing the submission of a grant application for 300 governor to the Office of Governor for $300,000. 25, authorization to solicit RFP for municipal aggregated electric supply. 26, authorization for second extension of medical director agreement between City of Mission and Dr. Melendez. 27, approval of an interlocal agreement between Chevron and Independent School District and the City of Mission for the Boston Grove Club Gym at Benwood Park. 28, approval ordinance number
5785.
5785, granting a wet explanation for 301 North Cherry Road, Suite 200. 29, consideration of approval to authorize the interim city manager to sign an annexation service agreement for the proposed annexation of 5.39 acre. And number 30, ratification of emergency repairs in the amount of $317,600 to the 5125 Company for Emergency Service referral of the lift stations located on the northwest and southwest corner of Bryan Road and Expressway 83.
Okay, that is all of the items. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, there's a motion by Mr. Plata and a second by Ms. Gerlach to approve the consent agenda as presented. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously 5-0. Next item is item number
31.
31. 31.
31. Item number 30, was that on consent, Anna?
Item number 30 on the ratification, yes.
Okay. Okay, yes, we did read that one, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay, all
Yes.
right, just confirming, because it was on the other page. All right, so, item number 31.
This is to
Mr.
approve,
Cervantes.
to authorize the mayor to sign an agreement, and it's more specifically for the construction of a right turn lane. The school has agreed to build a right turn lane on Stewart, on the east side of Stewart, just south of Mile 2. They're gonna pay for the infrastructure, they're gonna pay for the right-of-way, surveying, and they're gonna escrow $20,000 in case we have to condemn the strip of land from the property owner, $20,000 for legal fees, possible legal fees, in case we have to go through the condemnation process. So everything is listed in the agreement, so that the school project can go forward.
Okay. Are there any questions or comments?
So that's gonna cost them about 87,000 to 59, more or less?
Yes, they're gonna escrow
21,000.
21,000 for the right-of-way acquisition, and then
Will be 65.
for the actual
975
improvements.
to do the work.
For the actual improvements, 60-some thousand, and then 20,000 for legal fees.
Okay.
Yes.
Mayor, I move to approve.
Okay.
Second.
There's a motion by Mr. Plata, second by Mr. Vela, to authorize the signing of a development agreement between the City of Mission and Vanguard Academy, as presented. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously, 5-0. Next item.
Mayor, Council, Mr. Terrazas. Second reading of ordinance granting to AEP Texas, its successors, and assigns a non-exclusive franchise until December 31st, 2045. This is just the second reading of the ordinance that we did at the last meeting, and the next meeting, we're actually gonna pass the ordinance.
Okay.
So So no recommendation.
No,
Yeah, I
no
need-
action.
yeah,
Well,
I
there's an
need a
action,
motion.
like action required just for,
Again?
I need an action, their ordinance requires an action for every meeting date, so,
Okay.
yes, ma'am.
So I move to approve.
A second.
As
Do
per
we
their
actually have to
request.
read the ordinance or no?
No.
No, okay, just that it was on the agenda, okay. So there's a motion by Mr. Plata and I think a second by Marissa. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously, 5-0.
Thank you.
Next item.
Good
Judge,
evening, Mayor,
good morning.
Council.
Good evening.
I come before you seeking a resolution adopting guidelines for municipal court amnesty for the month of March 2026. The resolution that we're seeking today reads, whereas the City Council of the City of Mission wishes to establish a temporary amnesty program to allow violators with outstanding warrants to voluntarily appear in court to resolve their charges and do so without fear of arrest. And whereas failure to appear charges and warrant fees will be waived upon payment in full of the underlying violation, and the City of Mission municipal warrants will be recalled. And whereas the Mission Municipal Court Office is located at 1200 East 8th Street, Mission, Texas, and payments can be made in person Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:45 p.m. Whereas this resolution shall be enforced and effective immediately upon having been read, considered, and approved by the City Council until the close of business day on March 31st, 2026. And whereas upon conclusion of the temporary amnesty program, the City of Mission shall return to regular enforcement of arrest warrants and fines. Now therefore be it resolved that the City of Mission approve the Mission Municipal Court Amnesty Month for March 2nd through March 31st, 2026, as stated herein. Read, considered, and approved this the 24th day of February 2026.
Okay, thank you. Is there a motion?
Mayor, I was wondering, Judge.
Yes.
Can we do it for April? I mean, I would like to give more notification to the public.
More time?
Through social media, I mean,
Does
and
it
I
have
think
to be
because-
just 30 days? Can it be 60?
No, we can extend it March and April if you like. I mean,
know
most of
why
the
that-
people take advantage of it the first week or 10 days, to be honest, and the rest of the month it goes back to almost normal operations. I mean, I think it's plenty of time to come in, I mean, but,
maybe we can extend it to 45 days or something, you know, you have to, you know, a lot of people gets money at the beginning of the month.
right.
Maybe
Well,
they can-
usually amnesties run February or March because of tax season returns and stuff, more as regular monthly earners, so that's really the idea on
Well, let's
I
do
wanna-
IRS to the
Yes.
15th, April the 15th.
Well, I'd like to extend it to the 30th, just
The
because the
30th,
end of the
2
month.
months?
And we can do a really blast on social media that
Yeah,
it's
I-
available.
We can run I think Edinburgh did 6 weeks, and we can run 2-month amnesty, March and April, I'm fine with that too.
Okay. Would that be your motion?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Second.
There's a motion by Mr. Plata, a second by Mr. Vela to approve the guidelines for the amnesty program to include March and April of 2026. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously.
If I
And
may,
that's-
Mayor, I do want to
Resi-
just address one other matter regarding the amnesty.
I have to read the resolution now.
Okay, go ahead.
It's Resolution 2044. Is that
Yes,
correct?
ma'am.
Yes, okay. Okay.
Yeah, just as a courtesy to the community, Mayor, I would just add that even those members of the community that cannot fully financially take advantage of the amnesty program in terms of getting all the fees waived, we still encourage them to come in if they have outstanding warrants. If they come in voluntarily, they will not be arrested, and we can still entertain payment plans or requests for community service or even indigent requests. So I do encourage, even those that financially can't take advantage of it, they do come in during this time.
Okay, great.
All right,
Thank
Thank
you.
you. May I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you.
Great job, Judge.
Yes. Okay, I don't believe there's any unfinished business, is that correct? Right? Yes, so the next item is executive session, and that is pursuant to Government Code 551.074 and 551.071, and also 551.087. All in favor to go into executive session, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously, and
put
it
you as a
is
second?
6:13.
Nobody made a motion.
there a motion to go back into open session?
I so move, Mayor.
Second.
There's a motion by Mr. Plata and a second by Mr. Vela to go back into open session. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously, 5-0. Okay. Item number 1. Yes, can we just do that as discussed?
Mayor, I move to,
On one. As discussed in executive session. Yeah, I guess.
yeah, for us to, the motion is to approve, a 3-month contract with, Galligan
Galligan,
with a
Key,
30-day
Osana.
out and, starting immediately, is right, Nick?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Monday.
Monday.
Monday. Okay, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second to proceed with a 3-month contract with Jones Galligan, for a 3-month contract, and to, continue.
For the provision of city attorney services.
Yes, yes, so all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no.
No.
Motion is 4-1. Motion carries. Next item. I don't think there's any action on that. Number 3.
Number 3, Mayor, I would like to make a motion to direct staff to prepare amendments to resolution and bylaws amending the structure and organization of the corporation Texas Citrus Fiesta, and to work with necessary parties to accomplish this for the March 10, 2026 council meeting. Staff has been directed as far as what needs to be done.
Okay, there's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion by Mr. Plata, second by Mr. Vela, to move as Commissioner Plata has read. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. No.
No.
3-2. Next item. Is there no action on that one? And no action on number 5? Is that correct? Okay. All right. Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I move to adjourn. Second.
Motion and second to adjourn the meeting. It's 9:09. All in favor say aye. All opposed say no. Motion carries unanimously.